Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick video on oil here because the footprint's been pretty darn good on this as well today. Uh, See, this is yesterday's action over here. Uh, this is all of everything till after the close of yesterday, all this action. So, all of this stuff was up here before any of this action occurred. I want you to pay attention to a couple of things. Number one, I want you to pay attention to where all those shorts were put in and how that's where we topped. Number two, I want you to pay attention to what happened when we got down to this value area before we finally broke down. Number three, I want you to pay attention to where we bounced from, right? Where all those shorts were put on, right? And then we came back down to it again before we ultimately broke down. Came down to this area where quite a few shorts were put on. Came right back up to this red area, which is massive shorts up there, and then they pushed it back down. So it adhered very nicely to the footprint, and actually did pretty much what it should do. The only thing that I could say is this may have gone a little too high here. Usually you don't really want to go much more than 5 or 6 ticks above those lines. So this is probably the fly in the ointment right there. But you can see that right after we did that, we had that long bar down. So looks bearish for oil for sure. The line in the sand really for the bears to hold on to this and continue to push it lower is right in this area between 40 and 31, 40 and 32, somewhere thereabouts. So we'll see what ends up happening, but oil's done a really good job on following the footprint today as well. Let me put the Boond up here as long as I'm making this, and you can see I made that other video about how this area. Actually, I made a post about how this area was going to be trouble, right? I mean, this was going to be trouble. We also knew that all these shorts that were put in here, they defend, and sure enough, what they do, they defended. Came down, broke the institutional value area by a little bit, came back above just a few ticks, and then broke down once again. Even came back up and tested 33 before we broke down. So right now, the bulls need to hold. I mean, we bounced off of this line right here. So the bulls need to hold that in order to even have a shot at coming back up to either the institutional value area or back up here. So we'll see what ends up transpiring, but that's what's going on with the footprint. I'm telling you right now, I know I say this in every video that I give you on the Boond, but if you ES traders, you currency traders, you oil traders, soybean traders, T-bond traders, whatever you're trading, look into the Boond, because I'm telling you, I know it's a god awful early time to get up. It's about 2 a.m. Eastern time, but for a lot of you international guys, it's perfect, and it's just a beautiful thing to trade using the footprint and the delta profile and the filters and the order flow. All right, guys. Later.